Welcome to Paula's Pantry Post. Yes, I cut my hair. It's 4 months overdue. I had a haircut planned like a week before we went into lockdown. It had already been 2 months, so I cut my hair, which of course looks really crappy because I cut it, but that's okay. It'll get fixed eventually. So this morning, I wanted to reference a little nursery rhyme from when we were young. Remember the whole Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Poor Humpty. Well, similar to Humpty Dumpty, I have several things in my house that my husband, who is awesome and incredible, that man can build anything. He builds things for me all the time. He can fix anything. He has saved us thousands and thousands of dollars because he is incredibly handy. But sometimes he bumps into things and he knocks them down. They're usually my things or Lydia's things. And they get broken because me and Lydia have pretty dainty things. One such thing is this little yellow pitcher, and it sits on my china cabinet with all my teapots and stuff. And I love it, but it had an accident. And if you look real close, you can see how this was glued back together again and parts fell over the floor. And my husband, again, amazing man, he goes and he finds all the little pieces and he glued them back together again. And so I could put this back up on the shelf. But every time I walk by it, I can see the cracks and I can see the missing pieces. And it just reminds me that this isn't how it used to be. It's broken now. It's not the same. And I don't even know if it would function the same. If I put a bunch of liquid in here and tried to hold on to the handle might snap off. So it at least can go back up there to look at, but it's not the same. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of our world right now, because our world is a little bit broken. Pandemic has turned things upside down and we can't go out, we can't get haircuts. There's so much that isn't working. And our hope is that in a couple months that we're going to open things back up again, or we're starting to open things back up again. And we're going to try and glue all the pieces back together again. But we can never go back to normal. It'll never be possible to go back exactly to how things were before. Even if we find all the little pieces and we glue them together, it's not going to be quite the same. Because you can't. Because once something's kind of been broken or shattered, you can't make it as good as new. You can't make it look like it did. So when we eventually go back, some things will be different, right? Some for the better, some because we just can't go back to how it was before. And there's a sadness to that, because I'm sure you, like me, there's times where I'm just like, I miss fill in the blank to what it was before. I miss getting to do something or how it was. And so we don't know what it's going to look like moving forward, but we're very resilient. And we are a people that we've gotten through a lot in our many, many centuries of existing. We've adapted, we've created, we've, gotten through, we've persevered, we have figured out. We're pretty amazing as a species. And I know things are hard right now, and they feel hard, and they're tiring. But we are amazing, and we're going to get through this. We're going to create some new really cool things. We are going to create a new way that will become normal. That's what the new normal is. The way things were in the past, we'll never be able to get back to that again. Just like I will never have my little yellow pitcher be as good as new. But when they talk about a new normal, coming out of this, there's going to be a new way that we do things, that we interact with each other, that we do business, that we do church, that we do school. And that will become our normal. And that will just be the way that it's done. Feel all the feels. I was having a night last night where I was like, whew, I wish I could just get up tomorrow morning and go back to how things were. I wish I could just, do a magic wand and poof, things would go back to how they were. But we can't. So find a reason to smile. Find something to put in your coffee pot. Your coffee mug, not your coffee pot. And have a great day. All right. Talk to you later.